Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Bless Lily here with another pick a card reading, and today we're going to be taking a look at exactly what it is that you guys need to hear at this particular moment. Okay, it's a timeless reading. Whenever it finds you, that's the right time. Your messages could be with regards to your career, with your love life, spirituality. Expect the unexpected, but of course always keep in mind that this is a general reading, so only take what's going to resonate with you, leave the rest out on the table. For personal readings, do send me an email. My email is in the description box below. Check out my Patreon page out as well, and I'd be glad to see you on my Instagram. Alright, my darlings, so for today's reading we're going to have three options. This is option number 1 with an amethyst. This is option number 2 with rainbow pyrite, and option number 3 with pink quartz. So see which crystal you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. If you need a bit more time, pause the video because we're going to go ahead get started with option number 1. Option number 1, hi and welcome to your reading. If you're drawn to an amethyst, let's put you in the middle of the universe over here because we're going to be channeling your energies. I'm going to be taking a look at what it is that you guys need to hear at this particular moment. But let's start off with your current energies. Let's see what's going on with you. You've been working hard on something. True professionals. Maybe some of you are even a bit of a workaholic. Alright, let's see what you've been working hard. You've been trying to get money, guys. Look at this. Been trying to get that money. Maybe some of you are starting something anew. Some of you guys are really thinking about how to get money. Some of you guys have been perfecting your skills. It looks like it's all about to be coming into fruition. It's all about to pay off. Look at all those pentacles. A lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy coming through. You don't have to be those signs, but there's definitely an energy of grounding. So some of you guys might be thinking whether to choose one job over another, whether to leave one position and go off and do something else. Some of you guys have been perfecting your craft, thinking that you guys might want to try doing something just the you or just the two of you. I don't want to say two of you. Maybe you want to start something with your friend or maybe an ex-colleague. But there's definitely this energy of some of you really wanting to make already necessary changes when it comes to your career, to your abundance. Some of you might be feeling that you are underpaid when it comes to the Two of Pentacles. It could sometimes be an indication where, you know, you earn the money, but you have to give it away. Like, you know, by the time you paid your bills, by the time you've done this, by the time you've done that, you're like, oh my God. Okay, so I had those 8 pentacles, then I had 6 pentacles, and now I'm left only with the 2 pentacles. Like, what's up with that? So you're not very happy with the financial situation in this particular moment. And yeah, you really are perfecting your craft. You really are trying to get more, whether it's more income, more contracts, more subscribers, more whatever it is. All right, but it is looking like you guys are not you're not feeling lost. You're not like maybe a little bit disheartened, but you're on the right track. But let's take a look at your true desires now. What is it that you guys really want? Sometimes we are propelled forward by our hidden desires. We might think we want more money, but it could be something else. Yeah, for quite a few of you, there's a desire to grow. There's a desire to start something anew. And for a lot of you, option number 1, there's this desire of leaving. Leaving the place where you are, leaving an apartment, leaving the area, leaving the country, leaving the stories, leaving the energies behind. There's this energy of wanting to grow, wanting to expand, feeling ready that you guys are feeling ready to expand. Okay. You also need stability. They're showing me that there's this need for stability because I'm being very drawn to the to the man in this picture being barefoot. And this is usually, you know, when we're doing our grounding work, when we really want nothing disconnecting us from the earth. Why a lot of grounding work involves you being barefoot, or you touching the trees, or touching some sort of, you know, like there's nothing in between, nothing standing in between you and the earth, you and the energies of the earth, you and the energies of grounding. So for quite a few of you guys, it looks like your truest desire is to expand, is to like be somewhere else, is to travel somewhere else. Taurus energy coming through. It could be that some of you are really interested in some sort of school or a course. That could be abroad. You could be leaving to study abroad. For some of you, it's expansion of, I think it's more like showing me expansion of your teachings. Yeah, an expansion, like some of you might be, very good at teaching. Some of you guys might be very good at passing the information on. Because this talks very much about being committed to something, like seeing the fruits of your labor with the Ace of Pentacles. So there's very much the need for grounding, very much the need for structure, very much the need for, you know, knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. And maybe where you are in this particular moment, whether it's location or whether it's just the energies, you don't have the stability that you are seeking. You don't have the stability that is definitely very, very important to you. Crucial. Let's see if there's anything blocking you on your way. Let's see if there are any blocks to this desire, or what could be blocking you. Some of you might be afraid of making that move because it involves a lot of risks. It really involves you leaving your stability, getting out of your comfort zone. For some of you, this talks about thinking that you're going to mess it up. Maybe you've done this before. Maybe you've made an attempt to do this before, to travel before, to leave before, and it all ended up being messed up. And you're like, oh my God, I've tried this before. Or somebody next to you, like close to you, tried this before and it hasn't worked out. And there was just like, you know, a lot of rush decisions. You might have ended up losing things, losing people, losing money. And so there's this energy of, you know, you have to leave. You know that even though you have all those 8 cups over here, it's still not giving you the satisfaction. Like deep down, you're just like, no, I'm not satisfied. Like, but you are comfortable because you've grown comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the Knight of Wands is like, when it's in reverse, is somebody who might make rush decisions with, you know, a lot of unpleasant consequences. So it feels like there's a lot of fear holding you back that, you know, what if it all goes wrong? So yeah, you're trying to be patient, but the thing is, like, if you're not happy with the 7 Pentacles over here today, you're not going to be happy with them tomorrow, no matter how much you're trying to convince yourself that things might change. So you might end up being, you know, they're saying that you need to be honest with yourself at this particular moment and saying like, okay, well, you can try and convince yourself that you are going to be happy with the 7 Pentacles, but does he look happy? He doesn't. He's like, what the hell? I've put in so much work. So maybe it's time to go. Maybe it's time to take a risk. Maybe it's time to take a calculated risk. What's the advice? Well, the advice over here is again is to really not run away from the issue, not run away from your feeling of being unsatisfied. Like some people might tell you're ungrateful or just be happy with what you got, but no, guys. Sometimes you really have to see that you're not happy with something because you're not happy with something because you can do more, and it isn't about being ungrateful. It's about saying, okay, well, I deserve more, I want more. So what you have is like, great, thanks, but let's carry on. Because a lot of people use it as an excuse, like it could be worse. Oh, you're so ungrateful, you're so this, and you're just like, well, listen, I'm not comfortable where I am. I don't like the money. And like, stop projecting your fears onto me. Because with the Six of Wands over here, there's this energy where you're going to be the winner. It looks like if you make this move at this particular time, or whenever you feel that it is right for this move, you're actually going to be successful. And there's this vibe of recognition, there's this vibe of success, this vibe like, oh, you know what? I did it. You all doubted me and I did it. And then the Ace of Pentacles is very much about taking it maybe slower. Don't rush things. Have a plan. Have a plan. And commit to it. Ace of Pentacles is also very much about committing. So there's this need for commitment. Some days are going to be good, some days they're not going to be so good, but it's very much about commitment. Let's take a look at the outcome. Isn't this brilliant, you guys? Ten of Pentacles. Wealth. So some of you might already be in a relationship. Some of you guys might already be, married. You might have a child or children. You might have been considering this move together. And the outcome over here, I'm sorry, this coffee is so good I couldn't help but slurp it a little bit. But the outcome over here is this energy of feeling happy, of feeling stable, of being able to provide for your family with the Ten of Pentacles. This is a very stable and committed family life. And even if you are single, this is the indication that with this move, okay, whether physical or mental, with this change, with this shift, you are going to be meeting somebody with whom you're going to be able to build your own beautiful empire. It doesn't have to be as grand as an empire, but you know what I'm saying. A family life, a happy family life where you need absolutely nothing, where you are happy. Where you're feeling stable and successful. Yeah, where there's an end of working hard. For some of you over here, it's an indication that you're going to separate from somebody. To come into this energy, there's this vibe where some of you will have to walk away, like with the Eight of what you call them, Cups. And learning to delegate, learning to persevere. overcoming disappointment, overcoming being isolated. There's a lot of energy of, you know, you guys thinking about what if. Like, you tend to put yourself in this situation where you're just worried about things that could happen, but that probably never going to happen. But for some of you, there is an indication that yes, if you choose to make this shift, it is an indication that you will have to leave somebody who isn't giving you what it is that you want. Whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a situationship. Because this working hard is going to make you, like, if you carry on, it could make you feel rather unwell in the long term, both mentally and physically. So yeah, my darlings, that's what I have for you. Option number 1. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. If you guys are up for a personal read, do send me an email. The email is in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take good care of your amazing selves now. Bye. Option number 2. Hi and welcome to your reading. I'm going to put you in the center of the universe now because we're going to be channeling your energies. Let's see what's going on with you. Let's see exactly what it is that you need to hear. We're going to start off with your current energies to see what's going on with you. It's interesting. It showed me that the universe started making your wishes come true. And it sent you into this overdrive. You know, when you lived for a very long time with the feeling that the world is against you, or things aren't working out, or you're like fated to suffer or whatnot, and then things start going well and you're like, what is going on? What is happening? What is like this? I don't know. And this is the energy that's coming through at this particular moment. It doesn't make me feel with the Ace of Swords like you guys are maybe lacking direction. You know what you want. There's this energy like you know deep down what you want. Like, I want love, I want stability, I want, you know, to study there, I want to work there. And it's almost like you see what you want, but you don't see how to get there. It's like you see 2 cliffs, yeah? And there's just this long way down in between, and you're like, how do I get there? Let's see what else they're going to tell me about your current energy. Okay, some of you guys might be choosing, might be making plans. There's a lot of plan making. But when it comes to action, there's this energy like there's a holdback with this Ace of Swords being in reverse. This unclarity. Might be a miscommunication. Some of you really want families. Some of you really want to have a creative career. Some of you might be stuck between making some sort of choice, some sort of decision. All right, let's see what your true desires are. What is it that your true desires are? Conscious or unconscious? What is it that you're truly hungering for at this particular time? Oh my gosh. 3 threes. Okay, so some of you have maybe experienced a third-party situation over here. Some of you might be really worried about experiencing a third-party situation. But your true desires is to either know the truth or to finally walk away from it. But 3 threes is so rare, you guys. Maybe your life path number 3, maybe you've been born on the 3rd or in March. But there's a lot of energy of, you know, having had your heart broken. A lot of you want to feel this belonging again. Being part of a family, being part of a team, being part of a community. Maybe a lot of you have been feeling isolated if the third party situation doesn't sound like you. There's this vibe where you are lonely. There's a lot of ache. There's a lot of heartbreak. Some of you might be feeling alone when it comes to even when you're with people, where you're just like, I don't feel like I belong in this world. I just can't find a place where I feel at home, where I don't feel like I'm being understood. I don't feel like I can completely open up. That's why your energy was like, you know, you want some, you really know what you want, but it's like you can't get there because you're like, I've tried this and I've tried that and it doesn't work. I still go to bed at night feeling lonely. Even if it's somebody, you know, if somebody's there by my side, I still feel lonely. But for a lot of you, there's just this energy of wanting to be a part of the world, wanting to be a part of the universe. Even though I know a lot of you are probably saying, no, I hate people, I don't want to associate with people, I just want to be left the F alone. But the true desire, we are looking at your true desire, and the true desire is to belong. To be part of a group where you are appreciated, to be part of a family, to have a family, to have and to hold, right? Let's see what's blocking it. Let's see what's the block, if anything. Sometimes there are no blocks. But something tells me option number 2, this is not going to be the case with you. Alright, 8 of Cups is making an appearance again. Some of you might be divorced, some of you might be widowed. Now we're getting 5s out for you, option number 2, right? Okay, so there is a block that you are struggling to walk away from a thought pattern where you think that something might change. And you keep rehashing the same things over and over in your head. And you keep expecting the same outcome. So again, like I keep saying in all of my videos, or most of them, Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody who has been hurt to the point where they had to become bitter, where they had to become so cold-hearted to protect themselves, and that other people dare not approach them, that other people might think that they're cold heart biatch, all right? So, but the truth is the Queen of Swords is one of the most hurt queens. The one who's been through so much that this is the only way that she can deal with it. And it can come through as, you know, I have standards or this or that. And of course it's okay to have standards. But the Queen of Swords, she takes it one level further. Where the pain was so bad that she is now pushing everyone away. Because there's no trust. Now, again, some of you might have lost somebody, and the healing process, the grieving process, the process of letting it go is still there. Some of you are still somehow connected to those past memories, to those people. Maybe some of you are still finding yourself thinking about this particular person or persons or situation. Like literally, some of you, there's this energy where you could have been mistreated in a very bad way. Okay. And a lot of you went into work. A lot of you went into like being like, have to be independent, never trust anybody, never depend on anybody. That's the only way to live. So it's like you're basically putting yourself in a gold cage. And there's nothing wrong with having riches and being wealthy. I mean, that's brilliant, but not when it becomes a gold cage. Not when it becomes, you know, you just basically that fence that you put around your heart. You just basically painted it gold, but it's still a fence over your heart. And you see what I'm saying? So for a lot of you, there's still this energy of disappointment, of loss, of being so afraid of being hurt again, because the pain was so severe. And it could be like, you know, it all ended up really badly with gossip, and this could sometimes even indicate physical injuries and things like this. So it's understandable. But this is what is blocking you. So you now are working on having enough, on not having to depend on anybody, on not having to reach out for anybody for help, because you guys have not been helped, or every time you reached out, you either got played or worse. Okay. Let's see what's the advice to your situation. You've gone too practical, you guys. You've gone too like disconnected from your intuition. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust the intuition. You don't trust the world. The high priest is like you're confusing yourself. They're saying there's like this constant indecision, constant like a battle, you know, of good and bad, of angels and demons, you know, like the angels are coming through and they're saying, listen, let's try and go out, let's try and trust people. And the demon is like, you must be joking, right? And there's this constant battle that just takes out a lot of energy out of you. And you also stop believing in your own magic and your own abilities. You kind of disconnect it with the high priestess being in reverse. You could tend to go into illusions very much. There's some escapism as well. You might be maybe binge watching series, maybe like trying to live your life through social media too much rather than the real life. The advice over here is to get grounded. The advice over here is to understand that you have grown and matured since what, you know, like, you know, the things that have happened. You need to see yourself more as an emperor, and to get grounded and to be more in the present. Because when we're in the present and things that challenge our ways of thinking, they start coming, again, this is where the demons come out and they're saying, okay, this is it, we were right, this person is only going to hurt you, this person is going to only upset you. They're saying, don't let those beliefs, don't let those voices convince you before it's actually true. This is not to say that, okay, if you're going to come out of your hermit mode, and it's interesting that the hermit card hasn't come out yet, but they're saying this does not guarantee that if you come out of your hermit mode that you're going to meet people who are only going to be good to you. No, it doesn't work that way. But you need to trust yourself that you're going to be more discerning now, that now you're going to know what's what. Magician, yeah, you need to get back to your magic. You really downplay yourself. Connect to the universe. You might be feeling very misled, or maybe you're even angry at the spirit guides, or angry at the universe, or angry at the spirit, whoever. Yeah, there's a lot of anger with the Queen of Swords being in reverse, and a lot of like being skeptical to the point where you're like, magic, what magic? Spirituality, what spirituality? It's all a bunch of BS. But no, it's just that you were misled. And the magician is coming through, and the magician is somebody who's like, listen, you can be very strong, and you're valuable, but you need to be in the present. You need to see that the things that happened in the past, they're not necessarily going to repeat themselves. Now you know the red flags. Now you know what to do. It's time again. Look at this. Time to get back into the community. They're saying have some fun, celebrate. See that you're stronger. And walk away. Walk away from the past. Get your justice. Get your closure one way or another. You really need it. Walk away from needing to do justice to others. Do you see what I mean? Because if you're gonna keep thinking about how somebody has wronged you, and how you can get back at them, or you know how you're going to show them all, you're gonna spend your whole life doing just that. Some of you might even want revenge. Like deep down, you might want revenge. You might want to hurt somebody the way that they hurt you, or... But they're saying it's only going to eat up a lot of your time and resources. It's not going to give you the satisfaction that you need. What's the outcome? What is the outcome for you? Option number 2. Victory. And you making friends with your angels and your demons. In other words, incorporating your shadow aspects, combining them with your light attributes, and moving forward. Because you can never exercise your demons. Your demons are your fears. Your demons are parts of you. So this is very much about parts of you that need to be healed. So this is very much about accepting yourself with your need for revenge, with your need for hiding from people, with your need to grieve something, with your need... Do you know what I mean? This is not about becoming holier than. This is about accepting that you are you. And everything that happened to you made you you. So the Chariot is very much about moving forwards and having all parts of you, your mind, your heart, your body, your soul, your shadow aspects, your light aspects, being pointed in one direction. Because only then can you move forwards in life. Because, you know, nobody's pulling you in different directions. And you feel then you can concentrate on and focus more on what it is that you want. And the Chariot is also very much about victory, very much about overcoming them. So sometimes it's interesting. Sometimes the second you stop trying to prove something to everybody, life tends to align in a way where people still be like biting their nails and saying, damn. Overcoming your pessimism. Turning to the 2 remaining cups over here. rather than constantly looking at the 3 cups that have overturned. Maybe some of you, you've been through, I don't know, three relationships, like significant relationships, marriages. Maybe number 3 is just a significant thing. Yeah, fighting your fears. Look at this. You're going to overcome your fears. Some of you guys are really fearing not being able to have the financial support if you delegate it to somebody. But they're saying no. Some of you are going to leave this King of Cups. This person who was sleazy, person who promised you this and that and never stepped up. This could also be somebody who tends to drink a lot. And this could be somebody who's a very strong manipulator. But you're getting out of this. You're definitely getting out of this. Option number 2. Alright, my darlings, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming content. If you guys are up for a personal read, do send me an email. My email's in the description box below. It says the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. Alright, my darlings, keep safe now. Bye. Option number 3, hi and welcome to your reading. Let's put you in the center of the universe because we're going to be channeling your energies. Let's see what you guys need to hear right now. Exactly what you need to hear right now. But first, we're going to be taking a look at your current energies. What's going on with you? Get your significator. Just me against the world, right? Option number 3. It's me against the world. 5 of Pentacles talks very much about having lost something. For quite a few of you, this is like having lost something that was very dear to you when it comes to possessions. Or feeling that you're just lost, feeling like, you know, everybody's getting married, everybody's having fun, everybody's getting a promotion, and you're just there and they're like, hello, universe, do you even remember that I exist? A lot of fears are playing on your mind at this particular time. And you feel very defensive. You feel like you constantly, like you feel like people is out to get you. People are out to get you. And you have to be extra vigilant and extra suspicious. It's like for some of you, it's like a witch hunt. And this could be your colleagues at work, your bosses at work. This could be F-boys and F-girls coming through and you're like, step away, I'm looking for my soulmate, I'm looking for love, I'm looking for, you know, the one. And a lot of you, you might feel very stuck where you currently are, very stuck. And not seeing the way out, like you, like all the energy goes into getting rid of energy vampires, of people who are trying to come through and take something from me, and all the energy goes into like making sure that tomorrow is going to be a good day. You might be caring about somebody. You might have a child, or you might have this energy where you need to protect your inner child. Some of you might be dealing with a married man, or some of you might be dealing with somebody who's like a backstabbing bully. Somebody who likes planning, somebody who likes conniving, somebody who might have made you feel that you guys are all good and all protected, and then all of a sudden they turned. And it's like the focus has to be on them. The attention has to be on them. Okay, but let's see what your true desires are at this particular moment. What is it that you're truly desiring right now? Consciously or unconsciously? Sometimes we think we want one thing, but there's a deeper level to it. You want stability, you want marriage, you want a home. You want a celebration, you want a reason to celebrate. Some of you might have lost a home or feeling like you're losing a home. Maybe some of you are moving. Maybe you had to move because like the people you live with are just rather unpleasant. But there's definitely this desire for home, for stability, for security, for grounding, for a celebration, for a wedding. You know, like you're just craving this energy of spring in your life. You're craving for something good to happen. Yeah, a lot of you guys are craving love. For option number 3, it's just coming through as, yeah, marriage, love, being cared for, accepted, a proposal. So yeah, for some of you, you guys could have been dealing, or could be dealing with somebody who's maybe married or seeing somebody else. Or who is, maybe if we are talking about you and your partner, maybe there's some energy where you're thinking like there could be somebody else and you want that stability. You want this energy of knowing that you're loved, knowing that you're the only one I'm hearing. Yeah, see, again, it's very much about you needing that understanding that you are the one, that you are the only one, that there's nobody else. So I don't know if some of you might have been experiencing this energy where, I don't know, you've been doing some online dating and you constantly have to question this person. So you basically want commitment. And I mean, look at this, the Two of Cups, we have the Lovers. There's this need for love, but not only to take love, but also to give love. A very strong need for sexual intimacy as well. Being able to open up to somebody in all possible way. You're very tired. It feels like you've been wandering forever in the snow. Like being very lonely and feeling misunderstood and not having a home. A lot of you are just craving this beautiful energy of love. And some of you might have this secret desire where you want people to fight over you. You need to feel this energy, like that you are that desirable. There's not just one person coming through and saying, okay, you look all right, let's come, let's go. No, you want people to fight over you. You want to feel your value. You want to feel that, you're all that and a little bit more. And you want men to fight over you. You want women to fight over you. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. Because you need to feel desired. So some of you might go into dating apps because you need to feel this energy. Okay. What's blocking it? What are the blocks? Yeah, inability to walk away. Inability to walk away, inability to, although for some of you, you have worked through those codependent relationships. And sometimes we get very, you know, when you basically when you're in a certain type of relationship for a very long time, or in a string of relationships with codependent people, with people who might act a certain way, you get used to it. And then when somebody comes through, you're like, well, there's nothing that I can't relate to. So it could be that they're saying, try something new, try something different. Believe that love exists. You could be choosing between two people over here at the end. Or you want to choose between two people. Some of you might be, again, worried about the money aspect of this whole thing. See, it's like you're turning away. You're turning away from the love. And the Knight of Cups is there. So it's like, why are you walking in different directions? Because the devil is coming through over here. The devil, which taught you that in relationships, you have to beg or you have to earn things. And you're like, well, I don't have the energy to beg, or I don't have the energy to earn things, or do you know what I mean? But the whole idea is very different to what the reality is. So you have a lot of misconceptions about what love truly is. And again, holding on to money, holding on to your pentacles very strongly over here. Feeling like it's not going to work out. Or some of you can't get divorced because of money. Or you can't leave because it's like you feel like you won't be able to support yourself at this particular time. What's the advice over here? You're suppressing your sexuality very much. You're not letting this impulse come out. You're not letting it come through. There's parts of you that you're still not accepting. And very much like option number one, you tend to overthink. Some of you guys might have anxiety over here, but there's definitely this energy of needing to put yourself back out there, needing to see that it's not always about competition, that it's about collaboration as well. But there's a very strong energy again that, you know, that somebody is coming in to just toot it and boot it, and they're saying you need to stop thinking like that. You need to stop thinking like that. Deal with any, because for you, option number 3, it could be that the trauma is so very deep, you really need to go deeper than maybe you could do on your own. So they're saying maybe right now it would be a good idea to seek help from somebody who can really help you access your subconscious, because a lot of those fears, a lot of those emotions, they lie on a very deep level, a level that can be accessed like when you know how to do it, and very carefully. Because the moon is very much about believing in things that aren't real. There's a lot of resistance. Even as I'm doing this reading, there's a lot of resistance to learn new things. You can have both. You don't have to choose between money and love. You can have both. There's definitely the energy that you can have both. Let's see what the outcome is going to be. Yeah, you're going to walk away from it. You're going to walk away from thinking that you're always like a scapegoat for the universe. You're going to walk away from this idea. You're going to overcome this loss. And there's again, seriously, the amount of resistance that I'm getting for you, option number 3. You need to get your mind right. They're saying you need to get your mind right. Because there's going to be this energy where you're going to really change the way that you think. A lot of you might be, like option number 1, a lot of you might be leaving a particular place, a particular person, and there's the star. There's the star of healing, rejuvenation, hope. And keep saying you'll find your home. Some of you might end up being in an interracial relationship. Aquarius energy coming through, Sagittarius energy coming through very strongly over here. The Sad is coming out for you as well. Option number 3. Just as an additional indication that everything is going to be more than just fine. Temperance and the Star, they do, especially when they come out together, they do indicate a very strong energy of healing and of thinking about things in a very different way. And again, being able to open up, being able to it's very much about acceptance as well. Acceptance of yourself, acceptance of your physical body, of your attributes. And getting out of addictions, getting out of addictive behaviors, whether it's overeating, whether again it's getting out of a codependent relationship. For some of you, it's overspending. For others of you, it could be that you're being too defensive, arguing for the sake of arguing, and getting more into the energy of the Page of Cups. A youthful, hopeful energy where you're ready to open up, where you're ready to meet new people, where you're ready to listen to your intuition again. Option number 3, I'm going to end your reading here. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it resonated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. For personal readings, you could always email me. My email is in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, keep safe and take care of your amazing selves now. Bye.